Hi, everybody, and welcome to Cope with Hope. Today, I'm interviewing a very, very dear friend. I mean, she's like my sister, actually, Mala Dayal Shah. And she's basically a Bombay girl. She went to Cathedral school and she uh, eventually did psychology honors from Bombay University. She's a
That's
very,
right.
very close friend of mine. She's a yoga teacher who at the moment for some reason has chosen not to teach yoga. She's helped many, many people. We've done a counseling course together. We used to make clothes together. We've really shared a lifetime together. So I am
Yeah.
so happy that she's agreed to do this interview with me. She was, in fact, I think the first person I asked, and she said no, that she'd like to wait a while. So thank you, Mala, so much for saying yes. And I'd like you to let our audience know a little bit about yourself and then a little bit about what you've been doing since the lockdown started.
Okay. So thanks very, very much for having me here. This is not my usual platform to be, on a media platform at all. So this is very new to me, and I'm just very thrilled that you have undertaken to do this. Actually, you were inspired to do this, and I think I was part of that whole journey of inspiration. So very, very glad that it's going so well. And yes, I chose to be lower in the order of your interviewees because I thought, my stuff can wait, and I'm glad it's taken off so well in the meanwhile. So here I am. I have had very kind of a simple life. But yes, we've known each other, I think, now for 42 years at least,
Yes.
40 plus years for sure. And we've been hand in hand and hand in glove with a lot of things
Yeah.
along the way. Uh, you've been the dearest friend, very dear, dear my heart, as you said, soul sister, and we've shared so much. So I think for the audience out there, what can I say about myself? You know everything, but what can I say about myself? That I've had a very interesting journey, and it has been exploring so many different creative outlets as well along the way. Just from mommy days to doing our clothes together, and then um, discovering or rediscovering my yoga, which I did as a teenager, and then finding really all my answers or the meaning of life in that. And I'm so glad I had stayed with that journey, got trained, felt at that point that that was what I wanted to do, is teach yoga, share my bliss, knowledge, learning with others. And I think that was wonderful. It was a very productive time of my life. Um, and I think, like all things, you have to step back and continue with your own inner journey. And I think that's what I'm doing. Continue to explore consciousness, continue to explore um, everything, maybe just your own practice, which then goes beyond physical aspect into something which is driven. And again, meditation has so many connotations today, the practice of yoga has so many connotations today, but I've stayed with my basics, my fundamentals, and I realized that everything is about just nurturing that inner self. And also, I think just letting keep on act and letting that inner light shine through. And then, of course, you're in a place wherever you can be of service, or wherever you can be involved with others, whether it is helping, alleviating their pain, or just being a friend or being a listener. I think that's just been the phase of life I'm in. And through it all, and here comes the word hope, hopefully I will write. I've always wanted to write, and just never felt that I had this concentrated time. So hopefully this process, stay home, and this time out from all external activity does help and will help to give birth to that. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Great.
That's
So
where I've
I
been.
do hope you start writing very soon. So since you brought up the word hope and hopefully, can you tell us what according to Mala is hope and where hope fits into your life?
Yeah. So I think hope is that uh, always projecting into the future something positive. Any wish or want which you want uh, to happen, and I think that is hope. We hope that the world becomes a better place. We hope it's something that you want for some time in the future. And I think that, again, according to me, the very act of living and being is that, as the poet said, hope springs eternal in the human breast. I think that is the only thing we have to hold on to, which is something that is innate in us.
Yes,
Just like I said earlier, the light is innate in us. Each
yes,
one of us is a point of light.
yes,
And the same way, I think we all have spring of hope, which is eternal. And if ever we lose that, then we have really lost out on life.
yes.
So to me, that is hope. And it,
That's lovely. And can you tell the audience for you what love is? What is love?
ah, so these are all my favorite words because, again, just going back a little bit to hope, and I would have added that, for I think we just use hope as a word, and similar to that, we use love as a word. But really, it is to understand what does it for you as an action, as deep down, what does it evoke in you? It's easy to say, I love, yeah, but are you kind when you love someone?
Yes,
Do you appreciate someone? And I think that is love in action. Otherwise, it's just easy to say, I love,
yes,
just as easy as it is to say, I hope. And hope can be a completely, like I said, a cockeyed optimist saying hope,
yes,
a wishful thinking kind of a hope. But if you really examine these emotions, and these are words which describe an emotion, and if you get in touch with the reality of that emotion, really feel it, what is love? It is just a sense that you will generate out there. And in that energy field, there will be no way I can harm or hurt willfully anybody without feeling that myself. So when I generate that positive, that energy of love, that energy of loving compassion to someone else, the feeling of love, then there is no room for anyone to hurt anyone.
that's
And I won't
beautiful.
do it because I'll be the first one hurt.
Yes,
And how truly do we ever love like that? We say the word love, but the feeling is quite so. Um, that's my those are my thoughts.
thank you, Mala. Is there anything that you've written that you'd like to share with us?
um, Not really. Well, yes. So just through this time of being in more or less. So see, I'm very okay with my own company, and I've not felt that I'm missing anything out there.
Yes,
So it has actually been a very, very powerful, potent time for me. And then also it takes the whole pressure off, being an introvert for the most part. Not that I'm recluse by any means, but in general, I enjoy my company, enjoy being by myself. It's given me the opportunity to think deeper and pen a few thoughts down. And I did write some simple things um, that I could possibly just share with you. Wasn't expecting to do that, so just give me a few minutes. Mm, yes. Okay, so here's something I wrote, and it was very, extempore and very just. I just flowed. It wasn't really literature of any kind, but here it is. My thoughts, especially for the lockdown, is that this time for me personally has been a time of being by myself, with myself, as a meditation retreat. I feel blessed to be in comfort, nay, luxury. No cooking or chores, as this home runs like well oiled machinery with dependable staff, and I would only be getting in the way.
Hmm.
There is time, so much of it, yet it never hangs heavy. Yoga, chanting, dancing, walking, running, even if it's around the dining table, reading, phoning, WhatsApping, Zooming. That's what we're doing now. And it's a skill I just learned, by the way. Yes, it's all an introvert's paradise, and I'm in joy, enjoy all of it.
Lovely.
I'm realizing now how little we need to be fulfilled and generate this inner happiness. I don't need that much to feel good. I feel blessed. There's guilt sometimes for so much, and I
Love.
will talk to you later about that.
Love.
There's sadness sometimes for those who don't.
Yes.
There's pain sometimes for disease, death, and cruelty. There's anger sometimes for injustice, prejudice, and hatred. Yet, so much to be grateful, hopeful, joyful for. Amazing grace, may all be free from suffering, and may the world be healed.
That's
Shanti.
love. Thank you
So
so much.
this is
So, for
truly
those of you who
how
don't
I
know,
feel.
Mala is at the moment staying in her brother's house, in her family home. That's where she was brought up. That's where her
Parents.
parents lived. And so she's there and being taken care of by the staff and
Yeah.
loved and looked after and kept safe. So that's why she was saying that she has, she doesn't have so much to do, so she can, she has the time to introspect and write these
Yeah.
beautiful things. That was
Yes.
lovely, Mala. um Also, can you tell us briefly what you feel is going to be the way forward from this? What do you feel the way forward is going to be?
Um, so it is a very, very difficult situation. I think the whole world is in pause. I think the whole world is also in fear. And so, to me, the way forward, I mean, apart from the scientists and the politicians and everybody doing their bit, I think that is the most beautiful part to watch. The milk of human kindness. Be kind, people just sharing, people just giving, people just coming forth and doing things. So, to me, this is the way forward. I truly and have always believed that forward is only inward. you know you first have to get to that place within you, sort out whatever, clear your own energies, shine the light within you,
Yes.
and from there on, beam it out to those around you. Whatever action comes from that then will be positive action, will
Yes.
be a light filled action. And I think this is the way forward for the world. We've all got a chance to pause, to stop this mindless human busyness and human doing that we have become. We've not become human beings. Here's a chance for everyone to pause, polish that little light within you, make it shine brighter. And then I think that is the only way forward. Everything else is an outer solution, it's
Yes.
something externalized, which there are marvelous people doing incredibly hard work, you know, the workers, health workers, it's just phenomenal. So, as much as you can, wherever you can, do that good. And I can see that it's natural for people.
Yes.
I can see that. Each one wants to, lift another, hold another's hand, help them, give. it is incredible. So if we keep generating this energy going forward, look inward, get rid of stuff internally, you know, and then I think there's just brightness and, as I said, hope. That is hope,
Yeah.
brightness. So raise your energy, your mass consciousness to a place where you can contribute in your little way, that drop in the ocean to the whole world. It starts from us, from each of us.
That's
So
beautiful.
that I think,
That's
looking
really
forward
beautiful.
to a bright and beautiful world again.
Yes.
And you can see it. You can see already nature resetting,
Yeah. Yeah.
the rivers flowing better, or the birds, or the trees, and everything. So nature will always come forward with hope renewed. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
everything will be green again. Everything will bloom again. And I so hope that is what's going to happen with human beings too. We come forward brighter, uh, just more in tune with all of that.
Yes. That's
So
beautiful.
there's hope.
That's really beautiful. Any other last words of wisdom or any last words of insight?
No, this I don't claim to have any special wisdom. I think each one of us has this light. So yes, I think just continue to um, be internalized, be, and from that place, step out, do the right thing, be the right energy in this world. I think on that note, I would just say, transcend fear. It's going to come. It's going to come. And if we meet our fear, if we meet anything that assails us, pulls us down, I think let's just face it and then move forward. And then nothing can really dim that light within you. So keep shining, keep going forward with love, with hope, but with that energy, with the right energy,
Thank you
not
so
just the
much.
world.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Mala.
Nandini.
Thank
Thank you.
you. And
Thank you
thank you,
so much.
everybody,
This
for
was lovely.
watching and for being part of this. Yes, it was lovely, Mala. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Mala, for being with us and for sharing your amazing insights and for telling us what you feel hope is. And I thank you, the audience, for watching my show, Cope with Hope, and keep coming back for more. Thank you, Mala.
Thank you, Nandini. I think this is a marvelous platform, marvelous uh, program that you started. And I'm sure it's going to reach out to so many and help so many. And thank you, of course, for letting me be part of it.
Thank
All
you.
right. Love you.
I
See you
love you.
soon
Bye.
in hope and joy. Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.